Oh gosh, please have English. I'm gonna guess that's probably play, that's probably quit. Credits? I haven't a baldies. English. Does this game have an English mode? Back? Is it? Oh, okay, that's not that. Settings. Here we are. Russian. Here we are. Ukrainian. English! Thank everything on earth that understands what the word thank you means. Just thank them. What did that mean? Oh, other games! Oh, right. We'll come back and have a look at them in a minute. Right. Sorry about that. I was just having a little panic because surprise, surprise, I don't speak Russian. In case that was a shock to any of you, I can barely speak English. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something called The Kite, which I believe is a sort of a dark, miserable storytelling sort of a happening. So this might be a little bit slower, a little bit calmer, a little bit less ridiculous than most stuff I do, but oh gosh, I always get slightly, not creeped out, but I always find it slightly unnerving whenever this piece of music plays, because it's a piece my mother plays on the piano from time to time, but she plays it really infrequently, and when she does, it just sort of wafts throughout the house, just at random intervals in my life I just hear this music being played. But anyway, that was a random personal analogy you didn't need to hear, but I made you listen to it anyway. Press the left mouse button to move and interact. To open inventory, move the cursor to the upper edge of the screen. To use items on active entities or characters, just drag and drop the item. The game saves automatically. Thank you. I seem absolutely miserable with my life. A music box? It's a gift from my husband Oliver on our 7th anniversary. That's nice. That's pleasant. That's much nicer than most husbands do. Can I put my son in my inventory? I'll just have a little conversation. This is my son, my life. How are you, Andrew? I am hungry. Give me something to eat, please. I have nothing to give you. Oh, goodness, that's a bit depressing, isn't it? He's very, very small. Given the fact that he's so articulate, I would have imagined him to be a little bit bigger. Some pliers. I dread to think what these are going to end up getting used for in the end. Okay, so we've got some pliers. Those could come in handy for something or other. That should make the channel a bit more popular. Ronald, I don't think the child needs to be seeing any of that. If there's anything on this earth that will corrupt a child, this would be Gessie Veyron. A jam jar. There is a little jam at the bottom. I don't think I should be giving my son this, but I'm going to try anyway. I need something else. Oh, okay, right. You're a better parent than I am, my friend. Okay, right, so it seems like we've got everything from in here. I didn't realise it was going to be a point-and-click adventure. I didn't realise it was going to entirely ruin my face, which, to be honest with you, is quite a task, given how bad it's already at. But never mind. What do we say? Let's see if we can find any food for the little one. Little hungry man. Empty. Ugh. Why is there a knife in the freezer? It freezes very tightly here. Okay, do you mean it's like frozen very tightly in there? Can I use these? I need to try something else. Okay, so I need something else, like pry it off. What do we have in here? This is empty. Can't extract any of these cupboards. Anything in the oven? Oh, this is a drawer. Some matches. Oh, okay, maybe I can use them to melt the ice? Seems a bit route one, but never mind. I don't know where those went. A long plate. I think I can use it, but it's screwed to the wall. Oh, okay, I just removed them. Okay, so we can get some water. I want to turn the water off. Okay, I don't think the pliers are going to be the right item for this. It's wrong. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think I need a screwdriver for that. Okay, so let me try... It's a long shot. Let me try the matches. Not a good idea. Well, I didn't think it was a particularly good idea, given the fact that I came up with it. So I don't think there's anything else in here we can interact with. And there's nowhere else we can really go, I don't think. Can I wash the jam jar up, perhaps? Need to think some more. To be honest with you, that's just a good way of describing my entire life. I just need to think more and do. I was going to say do less, but actually, to be honest with you, I couldn't be doing much less than I am currently. Okay. So I think we've done everything in here. Let me see if there was anything else in here that I forgot about. Oh, is there a way forward? Oh, there was another room here and I didn't realise it. The Kite, Andrew's favourite toy. Yeah, I imagine that's going to end up being quite consequential by the end of this, given the whole fact that it's been named, or the game has been named after it, rather. Okay, anything over here? I don't think so. Should I leave or should I stay? I have no reason to go out and every reason to stay, given the fact that I would leave my son unattended. So it doesn't seem like there's anything here. I don't think using the pliers or the jam jar or the matches or anything on any of these items would be a good idea. It doesn't seem like I can actually directly interact with any of these, so I'm going to leave all that be for the time being. There's nothing else over here, is there? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so there was another room here, but it didn't really do me an awful lot of good. So I only assume my task is to find something for the little one to eat, but that is proving to be a little more difficult than I anticipated. Oh, hang on, what's this? Ah! A piece of bread. Piece of bread with some jam. Uh-huh. Do you like jam on toast, little person? That was the oddest way of describing a child I've ever heard, but never mind. Thank you. Eat up, grow big and strong, so I can sell you to the factory. It's probably Oliver, back from work. Begs the question why he doesn't have a key. Alright, I'm coming. Give me a minute. Giddy yarn, you think you just have a key, for goodness sake? They're not that expensive, are they? Oh gosh, I have a bad feeling about how this is going to go. How are you? How is your new job? Let me guess, awful. The same as always. Terrible. Had a funny feeling about that. What should we do? We don't even have enough food for our child. This is depressing. This is inordinately depressing. I just really, really hope nothing is going to go... Well, I was going to say I really hope nothing goes wrong. I think a lot has already gone wrong, and it's now going to get progressively worse if he keeps drinking. Oh dear. What are you doing? Mary! You won't find the answers to your problems at the bottom of a bottle. I cannot cope with it. Maybe I'll get fired. Odd. Odd that you censored the word on the previous screen, but you didn't censor the bit before that. Never mind. It doesn't make any difference to me, but, you know. So, what precisely am I supposed to do with my life? And in the game as well. Why are you doing tests and numbers in your job? What does that have anything to do with life in general? What does that have to do with work? It's one of the complaints of a schoolboy rather than a worker, but never mind. Feeling any better? Oh, I can't even talk to you now. Goodness, that privilege has been rescinded, it seems. What am I going to do? I'm not convinced I understand what my next objective should be, but what else I'm supposed to do with my life? Do I have any... No, I don't think there's anything about any like objectives or anything. Can I go out and find myself a job? I have no reason to go out. I'll have a look through his coat. There is something in the pocket. It looks like a piece of paper with numbers on it. I'm sorry. What? Test of microblock CPR34C, Department of Logical Diagnostics. What? Stage PPD hash 1.03, number of matches 5, operating voltage 380 volts, P factor 19, matrix pulses. Am I supposed to solve this somehow? Because I have no idea what this is talking about. It's definitely got something to do with electricals, because it's like microstate electro. It's like talking about voltage. It's definitely something. But I have no idea what this has to do with anything. I don't understand what this means. I'm guessing that's what I'm supposed to do. That's like my next task, my next objective. Maybe help Oliver with his work. But I don't understand what it is. I don't understand how what it even wants, let alone how to do it. And I don't just want to like click on things randomly in case I screw it up. I mean, I can probably just rub things out if I put it wrong, but there's no guarantee I'm working in pencil. So it's always like 3. I can put like 3 in, and then when I try to put a 4th in, it goes like bad. I'm guessing when I get 3 right, it's going to put a line through them. Maybe like the number of matches, it wants 5, like 5 lists of 3 numbers. So 2 of them have already been done for me. But the question is what's the pattern? What's the logic behind this? How does this work? What is any of it supposed to mean? Not a good puzzle to do at such a late hour for me. Interesting puzzle though. Could have had a little bit more explanation. What you needed to do was to find a vertical or horizontal combination of 3 numbers which added together to make 19, which is an immensely fiddly number to find 3 numbers that add together to make. But never mind. I needed to complete the paper to finish his work. I did it. Unbelievable. Okay, excellent. Don't drink anymore, please. Oh, shut up. Brilliant. And now I really have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Put that back where it belongs. This is a dangerous, dangerous game to be playing. I put it in the cupboard. I need to try something else. I'm supposed to just bash it over his brain or something. Pour it out the window. Pour it down the sink. This is a dangerous idea. What are you doing? Oh, gosh. I had a distinct impression this is where things were going to go. And I've never regretted being right quite so much. Oh, this is awful. It's cute. It's innocent and it's cute. Maybe its innocence is what makes it cute in comparison to what we just witnessed. Okay, we've moved on to a different piece of music now. But, at least I seem unharmed, but, to be honest, I think that's wishful thinking. Right, everything's still in here as it was before. It would seem to be yes. It's odd, I thought we would need the knife for putting the jam on the bread, but seemingly not. Oh. That's nice. So is my objective to find a way out of here? I don't have anything extra than I had previously. Let me have a look. This is a regular sink. As opposed to all those really, really special sinks. Sinks are sinks, madam. I mean, I want to be on your side here, but come on. So one of these is empty. That's just the drawer, that's not the oven. Is there anything new in the fridge? No, there's not. And this is just this knife, which seems to be stuck to this. It's not that I need to use these now, is it? I don't think so. No, okay. So what else around here could I interact with? What else could I make use of? Or use? A bowl? Okay, do I fill it with water? Turn the taps on. Do I now have a bucket of water? Yes, I do. How does a bucket of water help? Or is the idea that you... I mean, this is a long shot here, but if you've got something very cold, if you have something which is a bit warmer than it, i.e. room temperature water, and then you pour it on, it sort of helps melt it. No. Okay, there goes that idea. What would I want a random bucket of water for? How would that help my situation? I'm not just supposed to, like, burn the door down, am I? I need to think some more. No. No, okay, so it's nothing that brute force, it's nothing that direct. It needs to be something a little bit more intelligent, a little bit more thought out. You still don't want me to do this, do you? No, okay. So what am I supposed to do now? Because presumably I need something to dislodge that walking stick that he's used to prop the door shut to prevent me from getting out of here. Which I must say is husband of the year behaviour. Oh. Hang on a sec. So the cooker is a separate item? Yes, the gas cooker. Can I... Oh, you use matches to light a gas cooker, don't you? Sorry, every time I've clicked on the cooker, I thought I was clicking on this, but it turns out they are in fact two different items. Am I supposed to boil the water then? Make a cup of tea? Because the only use for a cup of tea with that man would be to shove it in his face. Okay, I now have some boiling water. How does that help me? Because this is the thing. If it were an item which I could envisage a passage from the item to the opening of the door, that would help. But because we seem to be going down some sort of path which I don't quite understand, I don't entirely understand how this is supposed to work. No. Or maybe the boiling water on the knife. This seems immensely dangerous. But alright, if it makes you happy. Okay, so I now have the knife. Can I use the knife on the door? No. Can I use the knife to unscrew the metal plaque? Yes. Can I now use the metal plaque on the door? I need to find a gap. A gap? What are you talking about? You mean at the bottom of the door? That's ingenious, but I think he has noticed. I don't think he's going to be too pleased about me just walking out, but no, he doesn't seem to care. Okay. Yes, okay. So, yeah, he don't seem to care. I'll just leave, I suppose. I have no reason to go out. Madam, your son has vanished, and you have been violently assaulted by a lunatic. You have more than every reason to leave. My friend, you have 1,000 reasons to leave. Alright, I suppose we're going to talk to this human, and I use the word charitably. Where is our child? Did you hear me? I need to draw his attention away from the TV somehow. Unplug it. Do you want more? So hang on a second. You're aware of the fact that I'm trying to turn the television off, but you're not aware of the fact that I'm screaming at you. Okay, I have to confess I'm a little... Maybe stab him? It's wrong. Actually, I think it would be perfectly acceptable. To tell your lawyer it was self-defense and the rest of it will blow over, I promise. Can I go back into the kitchen if I so desire? Yes, I can. But I'm still not sure. Should I turn the gas off? You know, we don't want to waste the gas, do we? We seem to have enough problems as it is already. So how do I draw his attention away from the television? Because that's what I need to do, isn't it? I need to draw his attention away from the TV somehow. So that's my objective. The question is how, because I can't just turn it off. So how do I distract him? How do I encourage him to stop looking at that and look at something else? And more importantly, listen to me and answer the accursed questions, which I didn't think was exactly rocket science, but never mind. Something with the pliers, perhaps? No, it's not. I can just leave now. Okay. Okay, fine. I thought we went over to the door and tried to leave, but it didn't work. Maybe I needed to speak to him first and know that I needed to distract from the television before I was allowed to leave, but okay. Sorry. The puzzle solution in this game doesn't come very naturally to me. It's... Oh my Gideon, hello. Can you help me? I have enough problems of my own to deal with. Then why did you answer the accursed door, you unneighbourly, neighbourless nitwit? And now I have a plank. I've got a plank of a husband, but, never mind. Oh, goodness, I don't want to go anywhere near you guys, but I'm going to have to try, aren't I? They are suspicious individuals. It better stay away from them. Really? 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 An elevator button torn from the wall with wires. Yes. I mean, I could have told you that already, but never mind. A rubbish chute. At this point, it's a blocked rubbish chute. Why did I put that plank in there? Excuse me, how can I get to the roof? Why do you want to get there? Why does it matter? I like to smoke on the roof. Do you have a cigarette? No, I don't smoke. Too bad. Okay, you're trying to tell me that I need to find a cigarette. And if I can find a cigarette, that'll... You'll give me what I want. Okay. Yeah, like the puzzle solving doesn't come very naturally to me. It's not that it's massively abstract and contrived like many puzzle solutions are, but it's too heavy. Yeah. It's not quite that. It is a bit logical. It's just their solutions, they're not the sort of solutions I would think up. They're very different sorts of solutions. You have a cigarette. Perhaps I can trade something for you. And I have another box. What do I want these cardboard boxes for? Make like a staircase or something? Do you have any cigarettes? Smoking is not for a nice girl like you. Oh, this is not for me. It's for a friend. If I see him, then maybe I'll give you a cigarette. That's an odd request. Giddy, aren't you? People are strange. How, puppy cat? Oh, good. I thought I'd pick the pussycat up and put it in my inventory for a minute then. There's another box up there. What is it with all these random boxes? The box, I wonder how it got up there. There is something useful inside. And how precisely do you know that, my friend? Can I knock it off somehow with one of these other boxes? Make like a staircase or something? I don't think so. Oh, the cat's back again. Why am I spending my afternoon doing this? Why am I chasing the cat around the garden? I have absolutely no idea. But okay, I'm a bit confused. What's this? Is this like a step? A cat was here. Oh, that's just the place where the cat was. So there's something useful in the box. I'm just not quite sure how to get it. I'll probably shoot. Yeah, can I not have the plank anymore? No, I don't think I can have the plank anymore. I don't get why the plank needed to go there, but never mind. Can I communicate to the man? No, you're just going to tell me you want another cigarette, aren't you? And I can't tell you that if you come downstairs with me and record... Giddy, I don't know what just happened. I can't tell you that if you come downstairs with me and request one off the hatted man, I might be able to get you a cigarette. Never mind. Let me head back this way and see if I missed anything earlier. I'm calling the police. Oh, good for you, because the police look like they really, really care about a building like this. I think if the police came here, I'd be the last person they tried to arrest. Oh, there's another box. What is it with all these little boxes? What do these little boxes have to do with anything? See, this is the problem, yeah? The problems that need to be solved are logical problems. Like, get a cigarette for a man so that he tells you something. But the solutions are what I don't quite understand. And you get these items which seem very oddly contrived. Guys, do you have a cigarette? Will you dance for it? Ha ha, jerk. Yes, hilarious. Yes, you get these items, and then I don't get how the items link up to then the solution. Yeah, that's like the link which I'm finding quite difficult to make in my brain. And then I just end up with all these random bits and bobs. And just putting various different items on various different things in the vague hope of actually achieving something and never really succeeding. It would be better to use a different one. Okay. So, where was the other position the cat was? Like down here somewhere, wasn't it? It seems like I can put the boxes in the spots where the cat used to sit. Now maybe the cat doesn't have anywhere else to go. Oh, the cat's gone up there. See what I mean? The beginning of the problem and the end of the problem makes sense to me. It's just the weird, wacky, wild connection in the middle that doesn't make any sense to me. There is a camera in here. So now I'm going to go upstairs and take a photograph of a random stranger. What? Throw this photo out. Now. Don't you understand me? I said throw out the picture. Oh. Throw it in the rubbish chute. But then it'll get caught by the plank. And then I can go downstairs. I really, really feel like it would just be easier to say to the guy, I found someone who will give you a cigarette, but he has to give it to you in person so that he knows he's not giving it to me. Because the whole for a friend thing exists all around the world. I feel like making that explanation would be an awful lot easier than getting a cat to knock down a box, which then gives me a camera, which I use to take a picture of a man, which I then throw down a blocked chute, to then take the photograph down to another man, to show it to him in order to get a cigarette, in order to convince a man to let me up onto the roof. I feel like it would be a lot easier just to communicate, instead of doing all of this contrived gobbledygook. But never mind. What does any of it matter? I've got you your cigarette. Now he'll let me up onto the roof. I don't get what those boxes next to the ladder, which are all about being too heavy, have anything to do with, well, anything for that matter. Some keys over there, but I'm guessing he's not just going to let me steal them. The keys of his car, the car that's downstairs, presumably. So what can I make use of around here? There's a ladder. What do I want a ladder for? There's also an antenna. I don't want that guy to ask me questions. Oh. This is not our antenna. I see. So I'm going to bust the aerial. Yeah. So I'm going to bust the aerial so that the... Yeah. I'm going to bust the aerial so that the TV signal breaks and then I can communicate with my husband. Again, this seems a bit contrived, but never mind. So these are the keys to his car. So you don't want him to ask questions. So do I need to distract him somehow and make him leave so that he stops being quite so interested? Do I need to, like, set... Well, I mean, what I would say is that we need to set off the car alarm of his car so that he pays attention to that instead of paying attention to the... Yep, brilliant. Fantastic. So he's gone downstairs now. Okay. That seemed a little odd because it was a metal key, not a key fob, which means it probably wouldn't have an electrical thing on it. But I don't know. Maybe car alarms being deactivatable predate key fobs. I have honestly no idea. Oh, the kite's there. That might explain where my child is, but never mind. Okay, can I bust this now? I need a tool. The pliers? It's wrong. Get out. The knife? There we go. Well, I don't hear anything. I don't hear any screaming and shouting and swearing, so, possibly I wasn't successful. The kite. This is probably Andrew. Oh. Great, here we come for round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Our child is on the street now, alone. Don't tell me what to do. It's you to blame in all of this. What is wrong with you? Don't you care about anything? Don't you even care about your own son? Oh gosh, no, not again. This is not appropriate music for a domestic violence. Oh, good. Ah, good. I'm thoroughly in favour of this decision. Good on you, madam. Well done. Spiffing. Utterly stellar. Fully good job. Well done, madam. I applaud. I approve. Excellent. Much better. I must find my son. Ah, excellent. Oh, my day's brightened up a bit. Whoop-de-doo. Okie dokie. Good. That's one less monster in the world. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, now to go and find somewhere to wash myself. Now to go and find my son, I suppose. And try to explain to him where his father's gone, though I doubt he'll be particularly upset about it. So the traffic light looks busted. Can I maybe use the ladder? Yeah, here we go. And then maybe the pliers to get this working. To think some more. Not the knife, presumably. Get around. Not the knife. No, okay, so there must be another tool I can use here. Something like a crowbar? Is that a crowbar I see? Yeah, a crowbar. I doubt the crowbar's going to be the right device. Presumably to make this red. Here we go. It's locked. Can I use the crowbar to, like, twist them? Here we are, now it's open. So how do I do this? Lamp socket. Now the pliers? Now the knife. Can I open the electrical panel with this? Yeah, here we go. Electrical panel, yeah. So that's opened now. So stabbing it with a knife would probably get me electrocuted, as would attacking it with a pair of pliers. But no, I now have some cabling. You think we could have just gone to the shop and bought some, but never mind. If we can't even afford any jam, then we probably couldn't afford any of that either. So do I need the wires to go in here? It's too short. Do I need to combine the wires? No. No, okay. So the wires don't go to these. Then what do they go to? The wires are too short, and the wires must surely need to be longer, but I can't combine them together. Can I use the pliers to combine them? No. Wasn't this attached by some wires? Now that the hoodlums have gone, maybe I can get some wires from here as well? I use the pliers on this. Here we are, some more wire. Now can I combine these? Yes, here we are. Now I have longer pieces of red and blue wire. Okay. Again, I feel like this vandalism probably isn't going to do me very good, but then again I have already committed a murder, or at the very least a very serious assault, so chances are a little bit of cable theft isn't going to make a massive amount of difference. So possibly... I know that. Would you go away? Now possibly these go here? Okay. Is this how traffic lights work? I mean, that hasn't stopped the traffic. Was that wrong? Oh no, I've now removed the bulb. Do I now put the bulb in the red one? In the top one? Because top is like red for stop, isn't it? No. Do I put in the bottom? I thought the bottom was green. For like, you know, green for go. But, I mean, that doesn't even do anything. That light didn't even come up. Do I need to close it? Like that? Will that stop the cars? No. Okay, does it need to be in the middle then? With the thing closed. I need a red light. That's inventive. But, the red light is not in the middle. I mean, maybe it's different in Eastern Europe, but here the red light is at the top, and the green light is at the bottom. Maybe things are different elsewhere. Okay, now that we've finally crossed the street, you think we could have just waited for a gap in the traffic and then run? Oh gosh. Just as if things weren't bad enough already. Oh, he ain't dead. As it happens. Hooray. I thought the entire family were going to die at this rate. But no, it seems most of them survived. Shh. This woman's seen some things, but at least she's washed her hands. Which is nice. Giddy aunt, that was so depressing. Seriously, that was just so dark. And you know what the worst part is? And I don't mean this in like a literally the game is bad. I mean, you know what the like sort of the best part, sort of the worst part is? That didn't tell a particularly remarkable story. It didn't tell a story of a hero or a villain or a disaster. It just told a perfectly ordinary story that thousands of people lived through, tens of thousands of people lived through in their lives. A very human and relatable and utterly miserable story. And I think that's the worst part. Is that you know that all over the world, all throughout history, stories like that are occurring. And it told it very, well, not very subtly, but in a very sort of quiet way. In a very, not relaxed way, but I can't think of quite the right word to use, but it told it in a very sort of peaceful way. It didn't throw the story in your face, it wasn't aggressive with it, it just sort of laid out the facts for you. And let you absorb them and read into them and be made absolutely miserable by them. So that was a very effective way of getting the story. This music is very loud. That was a very effective way of getting the story across. However, it was absolutely, categorically, unendingly, infinitesimally depressing. And I am so sorry for that. But that was The Kite. That was very sad. I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to say I hope that was of interest to you. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Probably very poignant indeed, this line, isn't it? Look after each other and good night.